Because we had clouds for a lot of the day here in the metro.
Yeah, right here. Pauls Valley was sunny and 70, and we were
so
in the
nice.
50s all day long. And finally, it took all day to what we call mix out the atmosphere. You kind of mix it from top down and from the ground up, basically. And so you stir it up, you mix it up, you dry it out a little bit. But man, this morning, God, the clouds rolled in about midday. We were socked in and had a little bit of some light fog, a little drizzle early on down south. That was way early, but things have improved. But guess what? The clouds will come roaring back tonight and tomorrow. All right, so get used to that. And then we're talking about rain and storms coming up right now. In Oklahoma City, 64 degrees. The southeast wind at 17, a little breezy. Tomorrow will be flat out windy. Our humidity, 75%. Dew points right now are running in the mid-50s, so those continue to climb. You can easily pick out where the clouds have been hanging all day long. We're in the 60s, where it's been sunny through much of the day. Northern, western, eastern Oklahoma, southern Oklahoma, seeing more sun. Yeah, you're back in the 70s, but we are an island of 60s now. It's windy in the northwest and the panhandle, south winds ripping to the north, and that wind will expand and move east later tonight, but especially tomorrow, out ahead of your Friday storm. We've been talking about it since last week. It's almost here. It'll keep diving southeast. It'll make the turn, come right down I-40. Strong jet stream, cold pocket of air aloft, not at the surface. Cold air around 20,000 feet up will ride up and over Oklahoma with that strong jet. That'll make the atmosphere fairly unstable, and that will give us showers and storms. But by the weekend, hey, this thing's long gone. All right, so lows tonight, upper 50s to near 60. Fairly breezy to windy, especially out west. It'll be windy all night across western Oklahoma. Now, late tonight, tomorrow morning, as we become somewhat saturated, temperatures drop, dew points rise. What do you get out of that? You get a little patchy drizzle and a little fog. Now, that includes Oklahoma City through western and northern and southern Oklahoma. The clouds are hanging around tomorrow. We'll call it mostly cloudy tomorrow. Highs in the upper 60s. All right, just about statewide. A little warmer to our east, but south winds are going to blow 30 to 40 miles per hour. All right, then tomorrow evening, we're going to try to get the dry line to fire a couple of storms. If they develop, they'll fire in the panhandles, come into western Oklahoma mid to late evening tomorrow evening. It's a 20% chance or less at one location in the far west, right? Large hail, damaging winds, and there will be or would be, if they develop, a tornado threat. I think it'd be very low, but it's not zero. Again, that's coming up tomorrow evening after 8, 9, 10 o'clock, if storms develop. But tomorrow night, overnight, they develop. Northwestern, western Oklahoma, but won't be as unstable, but still enough instability to possibly give us a few more severe storms tomorrow night after midnight. Elsewhere, 20% chance for a shower or thunderstorm. And then Friday morning, the plan is to bring this wave in from the west. Now, some of the data says this big wave of 100% chance of rain and storms stays into western Oklahoma for Friday morning. Doesn't come into Oklahoma City till the afternoon. I've compromised. We'll start it in the west. I think it'll nudge its way east coming into Oklahoma City mid to late morning, okay? And it's going to hang around. We're going to have a couple of waves of rain and storms. So tomorrow night and Friday morning, there's my storm zone. Storms start in the west, make their way east. The main threat is going to be some large hail, damaging winds, quarter-size hail. Isolated tornado possible in that zone. That's a pretty big zone, right? So certainly not everyone will have that tornado threat, but we might have to watch a couple of these storms along those lines of storms. My tornado zone tomorrow night and Friday morning, same area. Might get a brief spin up or two. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay, so for the afternoon on Friday, highs in the 60s and 70s, 40s in the northwest, we become a little more unstable. Thunderstorms increase in intensity starting midday on northern, central, southern, eastern Oklahoma. They begin to kind of break up and move out of the west. My storm zone, Friday afternoon, there it is, northern, central, southern, eastern Oklahoma. Larger hail, stronger winds, isolated tornadoes will be possible. My tornado zone for Friday afternoon, anybody in the yellow, isolated tornado will be possible, right? It's a low chance overall, a little bit higher chance down across southern and southeast Oklahoma. Hail sizes up to quarters for the afternoon. They'll be Friday afternoon into Friday evening. Largest hail will be down south. Winds in the blue, 60, maybe 70 miles per hour with a few of the storms. And then for Friday evening, I-35 eastward, storms move east. Friday evening, severe storms move east. 9-day forecast. Well, after Friday's deal, it's a one and done. It's in, it's out, it's over with for the weekend. Weekend looks good. Sunday looks great. Next week looks great. 70s and a strong cold front in 9 days. We're tracking it.